All right, so Jon Stewart is back. I think he was on break for a little bit, and here he's going to talk about Trump and basically play with the idea, hey, maybe he is really dying. Maybe he is. The fact that he was gone for a week, that was weird. He's never been gone for a week ever since becoming this political figure. So he's going to walk through it. Let's watch and we'll break it down.
Something is up with his health.
New today, the White House revealing President Trump has been diagnosed with a condition called chronic venous insufficiency.
Chronic venous insufficiency, a relatively common condition, something that gets more common as you get older.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wander into the wrong classroom at boring university? Can someone please explain his physical condition to me in a way I'd be interested in, the style of perhaps a world-weary Brit?
His ankles, swollen and straining over his Oxfords, aren't just unsightly cankles. They're flashing neon signs of a body under pressure.
Put that Attenborough right into my veins! The aging president struggles to keep up with the herd. And as night falls, it's clear the lions will eat well tonight. on a menu. On a menu. Wait, I want to tell you the menu. On a menu of Cankles à poivre. It might not have been worth the walk, but I felt...
Man, the I've Had It podcast nailed it so hard when they called him Cankles McTaco Tits.
I owed it to you. By the way, it's not just the cankles he's got going. The whole meat bag seems to be having some kind of drainage issue.
These images of the president have drawn attention.
I don't know if I've seen this picture of his hand. God damn, bruh. God damn, homie. What the fuck? It's like his hand is rotting off. It's like he has gangrene or something. And then, I know a lot of people have made this point, but holy shit, dude. Do you not know how to blend your makeup? And do you not understand that you're supposed to get a shade that matches your skin? He's always like at least 7 shades off in one direction or the other. The face, he's 7 shades too dark, or more like 14 shades too dark. The hand, it's like 7 shades too light. Like, what do you pick your makeup in the fucking dark? What is this?
Days showing apparent bruising on his hands that was covered with makeup.
Jesus, Grandpa! Put him away. Holy shit! And what's with the makeup? It's not like you can treat leprosy at Sephora. God! By the way, may I remind you, these are just the parts poking out that we can see. I bet everything on that body not covered by clothes is all up right now. For all we know, the guy's gone full Grimace. Blotchy hands, puffy ankles. Although, to be fair to Trump, people got a little nitpicky.
We can see that there is sort of like a lumpy situation going on Trump's forehead. One of his eyes is half closed.
All right, now you're just being mean. Oh, he's got swollen ankles, he's got a little bit on the thing, but look at his eyes. They're lumpy. See, this is the problem with our superficial Instagram culture. We have unrealistic expectations in this country about the amount of fluid our bodies should be able to clear subcutaneously. It sends the wrong message to young people. These really are not medical appraisals. It's just more like insults. Like, hey, according to the Mayo Clinic, why are his eyes so lumpy? Insiders have been calling the president Skippy because under his skin looks a little extra chunky. Hey, the president's neck looks so much like Betty White's vagina that Milton Berle. Too soon? Yeah, I was going to do the reason we did so, the tag to that was going to be that Milton Berle tried to it, but you clearly rejected the premise. Why should I? I came with the We're full. Now, normally, we might be able to dismiss these symptoms, but Trump himself seems very focused these days on securing a prime piece of afterlife real estate.
I want to try and get to heaven.
Bro, Bro, to me, like, that really was the giveaway that he knows something's up and he knows it's worse than what they've let on. That really was the giveaway. Nobody's thinking about that unless they were given some bad fucking news. Am I right? I mean, it's clear. And then you also have JD. Remember that thing JD Vance said? That was cryptic. JD Vance was like, oh, everything's great, but if I were to need to step up, I would be great as president because I've had a lot of on-the-job training. I'm ready. Again, why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? Because you guys know something's off. You guys know something's wrong. And by the way, people did make that connection too. The Queen, 2 days before she died, her hand looked exactly like Trump's. Like they were clearly giving her some heavy IV with something in there that she desperately needed. And it looks like they're doing that shit for Trump too. So look, without a doubt, he has literally the best healthcare in the world as president of the United States. So whatever he's dealing with, they can stave that bitch off as much as possible. But there's been so many signs of like, he's not doing well. He looks puffy too, like weirdly puffy, but also like haggard but puffy at the same time. It's really weird.
Sure you do. But you know what? Hey, look, the first step is always admitting you have a problem. Maybe you can turn this thing around. If there's a will, there's a way for you to get yourself back up that golden escalator to the heavens.
Just moments ago, Democrats on the panel posted this image with a caption that reads, quote, here it is. We got Trump's birthday note to Jeffrey Epstein that the president said doesn't exist.
Going down. Oh, well, it's okay. It's okay. But it's not just the physical symptoms that make you think the president is transitioning from this mortal coil. It's that whenever any of his biggest supporters are with him, it sounds like they're saying goodbye.
Mr. President, working for this government, for you, is the greatest honor of my life.
When history looks back on you, how would you like to be remembered?
I'll never forget standing in the East Room with you, surrounded by the coal miners around this country, where you said, hey, big, beautiful coal.
This guy has the IQ of a fucking, like, buffalo or something. You meet coal miners. Big, beautiful coal. Big, beautiful. We love big, beautiful coal, don't we? Jesus Christ.
Remember, Mr. President? And I said, no, these are humans. The coal is what they dig for. And that... Anyway, we'll miss you. And have you ever been to one of those funerals where there's a video of the recently departed? Well, 6 days ago, the White House released one of them.
Let me share some of the biggest lessons I've learned from a lifetime spent building dreams. First, if you think that you're too young to do something great, let me tell you that you are wrong. You're not too young.
There's no such thing as too young.
See where this is going?
I'm having trouble getting a read on these people. If you're watching this video, I'm already dead. But by the way, once you begin to notice this pattern, you begin to see really the whole vibe around this president is very Make-A-Wish kid. Everyone who shows up to his office tries to make one of his dreams come true.
We thought it was only appropriate to present you with an honorary United States Marshal Service badge.
Bro, he's a child.
Look how happy they made him. Gee whiz, mister, a real marshal? This is even better than when they let me drive a garbage truck. Now you might be saying to yourself, and the Make-A-Wish thing is a little much. A grown man would recognize when people are condescending to him, treating him like a child, tiptoeing around his fragile ego, with the idea that this person is so easily manipulated that even the cheapest of gestures could be persuasive. You would think that.
It is the trophy that the winner of the FIFA World Cup wins. Only the FIFA president and then those who win can touch it because it's for winners only. And since you are a winner, of course, you can as well touch it.
Oh my God. Bro. How did we fall this bad, y'all? I mean, he's actually like a man baby. He actually has the temperament of a child. The amount of like ego stroking that must be done on a daily basis to keep him satisfied. What the fuck? Look at Jon Stewart's face here. Oh my God. And by the way, he stole the fucking trophy. Remember this? He stole that trophy, and then they had to make a replica for the people who actually won the shit. And remember, he was at the game, and he would not leave. He would not leave when they were trying to take the team picture, and the FIFA president had to like fucking basically grab him and drag him out of the way because he wanted to be in the center of the shit. He makes everything about himself. That's why when he went to the U.S. Open, the tennis the other day, he had people waiting outside for an hour, missing half the fucking match after paying $1,500 for a ticket because they needed to increase security to get back in because the president's now in there. He doesn't give a fuck. It's all about him. Everything's about him.
I have in the bag Thor's hammer. But only the bravest boy can pick it up. Only the bravest boy can. Oh my God, you did it! You picked it up. You're Thor.
Can Jon Stewart just run for president, please? I need that. Everybody else who's in the running, and there's some that I like for sure, but like nobody's got this swag, this charisma, this aura. Like, it comes naturally to him. He's a fucking comedian. He's got great timing. He's not afraid to like say controversial things. Like Jon Stewart would be the Trump of the left, and the left would fucking lose it over him. And he would crush a primary. Nobody else would stand a chance. Even like greasy Gavin would be nothing compared to this man. Oh, John, please run for the love of God.
I'm telling you, though, man, this goes way past trophy fondling and cereal box deputy badges. The people around Trump know that he is a never-ending, insatiable black hole of wishes.
It's well past time that President Trump was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
When Operation Warp Speed was started, it was a massive success for our country. And I do agree that President Trump should get the Nobel Prize for that.
I'm thinking that since he's basically taught the world trade economics, he might be up for the Nobel on economics.
Ooh, Donald Trump, the first recipient of the Nobel Prize Variety Pack. Ooh. Economics, chemistry. Oh, here's one for monogamy. It's really entirely made up. Sure, why not just fire up the 3D printer and print all the Nobels for Donnie? Or perhaps they sell them at Spencer Gifts, which still exists. It's a real... You may have killed our bookstores, Bezos, but in America, we still shop in person for our lava lamps and our dildos that suction cup to the wall. By the way, word to the wise, the seal is unreliable. Everything about the treatment of this president screams Make-A-Wish kid. Ooh, you'll meet your favorite celebrities and they'll dress up for you. Oh, I know while you're president, you won't be able to sleep at your home. And it probably feels a little scary and a little uncomfortable, so... Makeover!
Oh my God. What has this man done to the White House, dog? I saw a Twitter thread too that exposed that a lot of these like gold fixtures that they're putting on the wall, they're literally bought from Home Depot and like spray painted with gold paint. I'm not kidding. So he's somehow the most gaudy man on the planet, the most tacky man on the planet, some Great Gatsby type shit, but also simultaneously cheap as fuck and getting like Home Depot shit. I don't understand it. To Trump, it's like the notion of gaudy doesn't exist. The notion of something being too over the top doesn't exist. He just thinks the more gold, the better. The more gold, the better. The tackier, the better. And I don't understand how this man's brain works. I don't get it. I don't get it. Does he not understand how fucking repulsive he looks to most of us out here? He turned the White House into like a fucking tin pot dictator type palace. It's unbelievable. It really is.
Oh, and did you get an owie? No, it doesn't look weird at all. In fact, we're all wearing them. It looks so cool. But if you think there are some government institutions that are above this kind of insulting obsequiousness, you would be wrong. Today, the Supreme Court bent over backwards to grant Trump even his most unconstitutional wishes. Like, maybe you can arrest people for looking Mexican.
Breaking at this hour, the Supreme Court again has backed President Trump's approach towards immigration. It is now ruled that they are allowing federal agents to proceed with raids in Southern California if they target people for deportation based on their race or language.
Hey, the good news, the Supreme Court supports affirmative action based on race. The bad news is that action is ICE deporting you. What the What kind of a Make-A-Wish kid wants to nullify the Fourth Amendment? I'm beginning to think Trump isn't a benign, suffering child at all. I'm beginning to think everybody treats Trump like this, not because he's the Make-A-Wish kid, but because he's that Twilight Zone kid. That anytime somebody made him mad, he sent them out to the cornfield.
You're a bad man. You're a very bad man. And you keep thinking bad thoughts about me.
Think I'm wrong? Let's play a game. I'll play you 2 clips, and I'll bet you won't be able to tell the difference between scared townspeople trying not to be sent to the cornfield and Trump's sycophants.
It's good what you've done today.
You've been doing an amazing job.
It was swell. It was just swell.
Great job, sir.
Okay, the production values give it away. But you gotta admit, it's weird. And it never ends.
Good that you've done that. Oh, it's real good.
People were applauding you.
You're a good boy, Anthony.
You're not just courageous, you're actually fearless.
Everybody loves you, Anthony. They love you, son.
The most consequential president of the modern era, if not all American history.
Only American history? To the cornfields! But this is where we're at, America. This is where we're at. For your consideration, a nation held hostage by the fragile ego of a man-baby president who may or may not be dying of hand syphilis. But is puffy. He's certainly, I don't know if he's dying. He's weirdly puffy. And who we're trapped with for at least 3 more years.
Oh, we laugh. We laugh because we're dying inside. We laugh because everything is an absolute disgusting hellhole of a nightmare. Man, again, it's all gone so far, so quick, right? Like, just on a daily basis, the number of things that would have tanked any other presidency and led to impeachment. There's multiple things, literally on a daily basis. Illegally assassinating Venezuelan fishermen on a little dinghy boat, doing extrajudicial murder from the sky of innocent people, right? Like, that would have been a big deal in bygone eras. Now, it's whatever. Yeah, it's totally fine. The president writing a fucking love letter to the world's most prolific pedophile sex trafficker, that would have been a big deal. That would have been a big deal, a fucking love letter to the scum of the earth. But no, the trade war, unemployment going up, inflation going up, fucking torture being done to kill Abrego Garcia, we're sending people to concentration camps. Just every day, it's a new fucking disaster. Every day, it's a new, we're going to invade Mexico this week, and we're going to steal Greenland and Panama this other week, and we're going to bomb Yemen and Somalia, and it never ends. It never fucking ends. And the fact that, like, they all literally treat him like a child. They treat him like a child. It drives me crazy. I think the saddest part is watching otherwise normal institutions bend the knee. That was the saddest part, is seeing universities bend the knee. That was a big deal. Seeing law firms bend the knee. That was a big deal. And in their mind, they think, oh, we'll give him a little bit, like, we'll play ball, and then he'll be cool. And, like, it's literally the opposite. It's literally the opposite. If you play ball, you give an inch, he'll take a mile. He'll think, I got you. I got you. If you're willing to play along at all, I got you. So really, it's the opposite approach you need. It's the go fuck yourself. You and the horse you rode in on can suck my dick. And that's the way that you keep him at bay, is you have to draw lines in the sand and say, fuck no, not in a million years. And unfortunately, nobody got that memo. And all these people who massage his ego think, oh, if I'm with him 9 out of 10 times, the one time I dissent, he'll understand it's coming from a place of reason. This is what the Supreme Court is doing too. You think this isn't what the Supreme Court is doing? I guarantee you that the conservatives on the court are thinking, yeah, we'll give him a bunch of wins. This way, when we say this thing is illegal or unconstitutional or wrong, he'll be like, oh, cool. That is not at all what's going to happen. The second you say something he doesn't like, the second you disagree with him, he'll be like, they're left-wing infiltrators, they're communists, we got Marxists on the Supreme Court. You believe this? We got Marxists, and they want this country to go to hell. That's what they want. They want it to go to hell. This is who he is. You can't negotiate with evil. So treat the fascist like what he is. But anyway, that was a funny segment. It looks to me like he actually thinks Trump is dying. And I'm kind of there too. there's a thing in the back of my head that says Crystal might be right, that we're literally going to be stuck with Trump forever and he's going to fucking live forever because he's just like the plague. He never fucking goes away. But then the other part of my mind is like, nah, objectively looking at the signs, something's up. And the only thing that is going to save us from potentially, you know, our democracy being like completely destroyed and not even being able to recover it, the only thing that's going to save us is his health. Because we all know he ain't going to leave, dog. Would you build a $200 million, 90,000 square foot ballroom that's going to take 4 years to fucking build anyway? Would you be building that if you planned on leaving? Would you be making all these moves to consolidate your power if you plan on leaving? No. Let's be serious. He's not planning on leaving, but his health might be the only thing that helps us out here. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.